basically picked an area that I wanted to put in this sort of island resort. It's right across from the Tucker Box. So Sarah and Misty came over one day and we all did a bunch of dirt printing and built up the cliff. It was a lot of fun, just talking, hanging out. I mean, I know that dirt printing isn't the funnest, but it was nice to have my friends there helping me. And then Misty and I worked on this lower area. It kind of looked like an angel, so we decided to play around with that and do some pixel art, which I'll talk about later. We'll come back to that. I went ahead and added some foliage all around the top of the cliff here so that it would look like a cliffside setting. I really wanted it to just look very natural and have lots of palm trees and bushes and things lining the cliff, and I put a little bit of water in there as well, which you'll see a little bit later. I didn't really get a good shot of that right now, but I wanted to play around with the pergola. I plopped it down in the background. I also put in some purple hibiscus. So this is the Summer Sun open beta update that I was playing around with some things. So then when I had my friends come back, I wanted Sarah and Sunny Ann's special touch with the wedding venue. Sunny Ann has a wedding venue on her island that I just loved. So while they worked on that, Misty and I continued to kind of contemplate what we were going to do down below. And we originally had planned on getting this area down here prepared for the reception part. So I was just going to turn this beachy area into, dirt, all dirt, and then plant a bunch of really vibrant colored grass. And I was thinking either the tropical or the fir grass would be the best, and we ended up going with fir grass, which I love. And then we worked away turning the beach into the dirt first so that we could lay the grass. And you can see Misty working hard in the background. I just really appreciate the help and just the company. It's always fun to just be able to hang out with friends when you're playing Dinkum and when you're building, when you're doing a build, because you always can get so many ideas. Talking out your plans and discussing with your friends. You can see Sarah and Sunny Ann's little heads bobbing around up on top of the cliff over there, and they're working away on the wedding area. And I just told them, my favorite colors, pinks, blues, and purples. And then I also said they could make it enchanted looking. They could feel free to use like the fairy walls, any kind of pretty lights, any of the new stuff, whatever they thought would look good, because I really like their design style. So I just was really excited just to be surprised. So Misty and I worked down below finishing up this area while they worked on that top cliff wedding area. And I meant to have my sound on to also get the reactions that Misty and I had when we saw it, but my sound wasn't on. The dogs bark or the TV might be going. I forgot to check that. Then Misty and I were talking about this little angel that we'd been kind of working on, and it wasn't showing up on the map as like pixel art, and we were wanting it to do that. So Misty was sharing how she learned that it doesn't show up in the water unless you make it up one level higher. So she was kind of working on that, and then we were also planting the grass and mowing and getting it all landscaped and ready so that whatever we ended up doing down here, at least it wouldn't grow wild in the spring. Not that I don't love the flowers and the foliage in the spring, but it's nice to have it all mowed. And then when you do design and decorate the area, you don't have to worry about going back and mowing, so we kind of do that first. And I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do anyways, because at this point I was thinking the reception would go down here. But then once we go up and check out what Sarah and Sunny had been working on, we realized that there was a lot of area still up on top of the cliff where we could just put the reception. It's hard to tell how large the area is until things start getting added, and that's kind of what happened with the cliffside wedding area. It was a really big area and a lot of area for them to work on, and it made it a little bit challenging. So since we had the room, we decided why not just put the reception up on top of the cliff too, right next to the wedding area. So we just finished mowing and hanging out, talking, laughing, just enjoying all of our company in chat while we were all working away. The pixel art was starting to show with the angel, as you could see there, and it was looking really pretty. And Misty was wondering if I wanted to add some white in the dress too. And then Sunny was going to have to go, so she wanted us to come up and check out what they had done. So here it is. Look at how beautiful they did. It's really pretty natural areas with the fountains that really complement what I had already put in with the natural cliffside in the back. And then look at how beautiful the sitting area is. They incorporated the hibiscus with the garden pillars on the sides of the seating area. I love how they put this path in, this pink path mixed with the marble, and just everything, the lighting, the fairy lights, the pillars. It looks so elegant, but yet still has a lot of the nature to it that I wanted. I just love how the floor lights give that backlighting, or that uplighting, I guess you call it. And then Sarah and I were talking a little bit more about what they thought would be kind of fun to add and cute to add, which would be another little area where you could have a smaller wedding area. After the ladies had to leave, I wanted to do a little walk through here at night and just kind of take it a little slower. It's so special to me. I just love what they did. So pretty. And I'm going to add some things to the water area and just finish this off just by adding a few things. I don't want to do too much and take away from the beauty of it. I don't want to overdo it, but I have some ideas on how to just kind of finish things off. Yeah, so it's been a really fun collaborative effort building this whole island resort area. Such beautiful areas on my island. I'm going to be showing a little bit of what Misty and I did previously as well. It makes it even more special having friends come over and work on it together. So here's what the angel looks like as pixel art, and I added some flowers and things, but Misty did a really good job of making it look right on the map with the pixel art. And then I worked on the bandstand area, just adding a few benches and sitting areas under these beautiful acacia trees that are going to be added now in the Summer Sun update. And I put the magpie plushies down like many of us do, just to make it look more like a natural park, and added some of the new curtain festoons over the pergolas. It's just so fun to play around with the pergolas. And so here's Mistyveil's market. I named it after Mistyveil because she did this area for me, and it turned out so good. And the floor lights make it look really neat at night. It lights up. We got all the streamer shirts represented, and just made it like a farmer's market. And this area has like the food, the jellies and fruit, and then of course James added ice cream, so we had to put some ice cream out, and she put a little cooler over there by the ice cream. So that's Mistyveil's market. And then if you keep walking down this way, I just wanted to give this whole area a very tropical vibe. I put in like a reflection pool, just something peaceful and serene. And I'm calling this Angel Falls because of the angel that it looks like when I showed the map. And I'm going to add some more things to the big area where there's a bunch of grass that has nothing over on the left hand side. Maybe I'll add a coffee shop and do Serendipity's coffee franchise there. I added a little cabana on the beach and a pier with some Marina Slips, and put down some boats and extended it. I did a separate video showing this build, but I added a few things since then. And then I added a little Tiki Bar Area right off of this dock. But the Tiki Bar I thought would be appropriate for the little beachy area here. I thought that would be really fun, and I love mixing the gumwood and the green, and I also mixed some palm wood in here. I felt like mixing the woods a little bit. And I wanted to put like a little bridge in with some water, make it look really tropical. And I love the coral, so I wanted to add the coral just to give it some color, and I put in floor lights so it looks really pretty at night as well. And this is the wedding venue after I added the rest of the things that I wanted to add. I love the stairway, how Sunny and Sarah put the pink in the stairway. It's so pretty. But to the right here, I did what they had suggested about adding just a smaller little area where there could be a really small little intimate wedding right there overlooking that side of the beach. And Sunny and Sarah added this beautiful foliage here with the two fountains, and I just love that so much. It's a really pretty area that the bride and groom could take pictures, so I just kind of extended that same idea and added something that I thought would flow nicely right here with a few more of the bird plushies and some floor lights. And then, since there was enough room to do the reception part up above here on the left side, I'm going to show you that in a minute. But this is the beautiful wedding area that you saw earlier that Sarah and Sunny had done, and I just love it. The kangaroos love it too. I just loved how they placed the fountains and the pillars around the vine festoon and the pergola. It just looks beautiful, and that pink pathing with the white marble is just adds a really special touch, pulling all the colors in that I really wanted them to add. So thank you ladies for doing such a great job. All three of you, Misty, Sunny, and Sarah, you all just did a great job on the different builds that you did on my island, and it was so much fun having you here. I love how the Cliffside wedding venue turned out as far as just the view off the cliff here. So I added, like I said earlier, the reception to this area up here. And I love the new little round table. I thought that worked out great because the candelabras fit perfectly in the middle. Now, they're not the biggest table, but I just thought it looked pretty. The bistro table and then those chairs, I thought really tied in the color of the wood that's surrounding the curtain festoon and the acacia trees. So it was a real collaborative effort, and I just think when you work with your friends, you can just do really incredible builds, getting ideas from each other, and then just taking what one person might do that you wouldn't think of doing and making it your own and adding your own special touches. And I thought that the natural areas that they placed right here in the corners with the fountains really went so nicely with the area that I had already placed with all the foliage on the cliff. So it was just a really fun project to do. I've always said Dinkum's more than a game to me because Dinkum has really helped me in so many ways just be more social, and I've just found so many great friends through this game. So it's a special game. And I love playing it with my family too. I know that my family is excited for the Summer Sun update, so be ready for some more builds with my mom and my sister, because I'm sure they're going to want to play. They've been playing Paley a lot, but I think when the Summer Sun update is in full release, they're going to really enjoy it. So here's one more little peek during the day. James did such a good job with all of the different things he added, but the things that already were available are also so beautiful, like the pillars and the bird bath and the arches. It's just incredible to think that one person developed this whole entire game. So, James, thank you for bringing us such a wonderful game. I hope you enjoyed the tour, and until next time, happy gaming. Thanks so much for watching.